And we got bananas in chat from Lord Saron, Surprise T, Big Papa House, Billman68, Jolkip, Madarat Zimat, Big Papa House again. We got Father of Apocalypse, Beast Gamer 9077, The Real User 1, 37NJ, McAdoo 2222, and the bananas are off the screen. Y'all must be excited for some Minecraft today. We got noises in the air. For Hazer has resubscribed for 2 months, and Viper Sniper 369 has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate it. And I hope you're enjoying the stream. You know, it's only just started, but I still hope that you're enjoying what there has been so far. Guess what I'm doing right now? I'm digging in the nether. I'm digging in the nether. You'd have never guessed that, would you? Making preparations for a tunnel that I'm going to build. Fell down later on. That's what we're doing. Rusty Stone says, hello Asuma. Rusty Stone, welcome to... Can stones rust? I mean, rusty metal, that makes so much sense, but can stones rust? That's the great mystery of life. X, you're totally overshadowing False's stream, which started now as well. Well, that just happens, doesn't it, sometimes, right? Like, we stream at similar times of the day, and yeah, sometimes at the same, literally at the same time. I was talking to False earlier. False has loads of great stuff around the server. I just kind of... yeah, I think we need to appreciate what False is doing more. I was trying to do the whole kind of keep on top of populating the areas, you know, fulfilling the vision for the season for some time. But I've kind of been distracted from that lately. I've been pulled into these other projects. And I will get back to Tower Bay, and when Tower Bay is done, I will be doing other stuff like in the industrial area. It will come. But I've just been pulled away from it for a while, you know. I am just making a vid, but I saw that you went live and I automatically clicked, says Wolfie Gale. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy making your video. I love making videos myself. You probably knew that already though, didn't you? It doesn't make much sense to hold on to Netherrack, but I hate just throwing stuff away, you know. We've got noises in the ear from ChromeLuck80, who's resubscribing for 4 months, and we got Taribo8 resubscribing for 13 months, saying... Hello London Tube. It's your driver Asuma. The next station is Derp Station. I see. You're on the Derp Underground. The Derpway Express. Next destination mistake. Next destination failure. You know? Next destination stupidity. All these things. All these things. All part of the derp. The chemistry of the derp. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it, Taribo and ChromeLuck. We got Wings, 2304 doing cheers and throwing bits. Wings, I appreciate it. Thank you ever so much for supporting the channel. Minecraft Poc 2 says awkward silent standby. Oh jeez, what do I say? Oh no, it's an awkward silence. Do you know what? I'm fine with silence. So often do I see people like, oh, awkward silence. It's like, what's wrong with a little bit of silence, you know? Silence is deafening. Oh, don't even know what I'm on about. What are you building? I'm not building anything. I'm destructing. What am I destructing? Netherrack. I'm removing. I'm preparing for a tunnel here in the Nether. And all I need to do really is open up this space, and then the rest will come later. So, top bit's done. Now we just got to focus on the bottom. Do you think you could theoretically make an automatic apple farm by spawn killing Notch with a machine? Oh, well, the player logging in, yes. Because it's in the code that Notch drops an apple. Though that might have been removed. They removed a lot of stuff related to Notch a while back for reasons related to his Twitter, I believe. We got a noise in the ear, it's Red X Hunter. Resubscribed for 2 months, saying, well, trying to watch the stream and get the Buffer Wheel of Doom. Oh, the Buffer Wheel of Doom. Yeah, is that what Iskal calls it? I know what you're on about. That old Buffer Wheel. Oh, I got a Buffer Wheel story of my own as it goes. Oh, do I? Do I now? Yes, I do. Oh, I got a Buffer Wheel story. Can we get some Buffer Wheel story hype in chat? I mean, you know, when I hear there's going to be talk of a Buffer Wheel, I get a little bit excited, you know. Oh, jeez. We also got Ranklord123 doing cheers and throwing those bits, saying what happened to the area with the towers and the pipes. Just a moment ago I was saying that I will get back to Tower Bay. Nothing really, I was kind of right in a groove of it and then I just got sucked into these other projects. It happens so often. I think my problem is I get really inspired by what's going on the server and what's happening in the world. And I keep like, oh, I could do this, oh, I could do that. And I tend not to stay too focused. And because of that, we have loads of projects going on. And Tower Bay is one of them, but we'll get back to it. I've been working on a design for a building, on and off. And I've had some interesting designs for it, but it's going to take a while to figure out exactly what I'm going to do there next, but that's fine. That's the way it goes. So, who wants what's a buffering? Buffering is the act. Actually, buffering can be kind of used in quite a few different ways, but buffering usually means something between. Like, so you have point A and point B, and between them you create a buffer. So when you watch a video online, point A is the information coming to your computer, and point B is you watching it. If those were like identical, if they were next to each other like this, right? If that's A and B, when A goes, B goes, right? But if you've got a buffer in between, which are these blocks, right? When A goes, B doesn't go because slowly this ticks down like that. And then, oh, wait a minute, A comes back and the buffer fills back up. So you're still watching the video. I mean, geez, I just use Minecraft blocks to explain buffering. I don't know if that's even makes sense. Buffer is a cushion between two things, says a half Monty Nun. Well, there you go. That's pretty much what I said, right? So, probably was an alright explanation. So anyway, the buffering wheel is just a reference to the animation that appears, a circular animation that tries to tell you that something is loading. In fact, actually, it's a loading animation more than a buffering one, but yeah, interchangeable words there. We got Wings2304 doing cheers and throwing bits, saying, wait, do messages show up on cheers? Yes, they do, and I just read your one. Wings, that's how the cheers work. You do a little cheer, read your message. Yeah, let's chuck that up there, and I guess the rest of it can just despawn. I'm going to chuck it away. That's all I needed to do. Just I was doing that before I started streaming. I needed to finish it. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that all right? I'm half thinking I might take a quick trip back to the base just because of the junk that I'm accumulating here. Where are we going? Where are we going next? Yeah, we'll take a little trip. Man, this is a grooving song right here. Isn't that bass line? Eerie Irie is here resubscribing for 2 months, saying thank you so much for enjoyable content. Love hanging out with you in chat. You're the best, X. Also, hearing you say my username had me cracking up. Just call me Spooky Bird's Nest. Spooky Bird's Nest. I mean, I can call you it now, but you know I'm going to forget, right? I deal with so many names, it's so difficult to remember and say them correctly. We got an Ark in chat. Welcome to the stream, an Ark. Ingy Pinky says loitering. Don't you mean littering? I was littering if I was throwing stuff out of my inventory. Loitering is hanging around. Eerie Irie. If it makes you laugh, that's a good thing. You know? Laugh away. Chuckle away, I say. Have a good old chuckle. Have a good old chuckle on me. Right, stuff to be sorted out at a later date can go in here. What do I have in these nether quartz? Yeah, we'll hold on to that for now. And that can be sorted out at a later date. Just trying to keep things nice and tidy around here. Right, now we're going to go and start a new project. Must remember to put the... Speaking of getting distracted from Tower Bay, let's go start a new project. Must remember to put replay mod on for this one. Eerie Irie says that time was better. I'm glad. I'm improving. Your microphone stopped working, says Breadsticks. Oh no, let me spend the next 10 minutes of the stream trying to think. No, okay, I'm not going to do that. Wings2304 is here doing cheers and throwing those bits. Wings, thank you ever so much for the generosity. I appreciate the bits. Saying, okay, since messages show up, I wanted to ask what part of England is your accent from, if you don't mind me asking. I do, because I try to stay somewhat anonymous online. People from England, no. I think the only thing I really say is that I live north of London, and that's it. But some people will know based on my accent. But I don't know. I grew up in a different time. Being online on the internet when I joined it. It wasn't about being like putting your name out there like you do on Facebook. It was about having an avatar and sort of like expressing yourself through this avatar. And so I've always come to the internet with like using alternate names, which is why Assumer, I've had other ones, but like Assumer is the one that I used when all of this happened. Right, I need to double check. I have literally done a derp. I've gone to the furthest away possible place in the Nether Tunnel system from where I need to be right now. Because I wasn't thinking, I'm brain dead. Thank you so much for the cheers and bits, Wings. I appreciate it. And let's have a look at chat. But now you're a turtle. Yeah, I'm a turtle. So like Webkins or Toontown, I don't know what those are. Actually, I don't even really know what part of what I just said is that in reference to. Father Apocalypse says, impulse reaction to your prank on him was amazing. Oh yeah, he put an episode out and he said it and then I didn't watch it. I sort of got like, I've been very distracted today. I've realised that I leave Discord open too much. I always feel like I can just have a chat on Discord, but then I realise, oh, I'm not getting anything done here, you know? I did this the other day, I just moved it over like that so I can get through. But then I realised that I needed to fly, but we can use it to fly. Come on! Ah! Too high. Toontown is tough, says Claire Josephine. Tough. Double F. Hey Asuma, have you ever swear live? Don't know. Probably one time. Oh, mother of fudge, I did swear, didn't I? Oh! Goodness me. Goodness me. Oh! Jeez, almost hit the ceiling. Oh. Let's go this way, peeps. I can spend some of that netherrack repairing this little bit of tunnel here. Where did I get these like extra blocks from? Because I just had a load on me. Lol, random flag in the tunnel. Was there? I didn't spot a flag. Oh, that was Cubvan's flag, the giant one. Got ya, got ya. It sounds like Toontown is a game then. People are saying it's grindy. Prove you're alive by swearing, says Jesse. Sugar, honey, ice and tea. Don't even know. Don't even know, do I? I don't even know. Alright. What are we going to do here? We're going to bring on the camera count and do the replay with the mods. The mod that is the replay. Peeps. That's what we're going to do. That being said, it's actually probably better if I'm replaying mod for what we're going to do next. This might take a while, you know. I want to attack the island and destroy the Mycelium, but there's all these mushroom trees here, right? And I think we'll probably need some ender pearls to take them out. Oh, that's the last of my pearls. Well, you know, I'm prepared, clearly. We're going to be killing cows, chopping down trees, and eventually some of these, just because it rhymes. Hayley Bailey is here, resubscribed for 7 months in a row. Hayley Bailey, thank you ever so much for your continued support. I hope you enjoy the stream. Darkly says, does anyone know why I can't chat on Asuma's Discord? If you've done something naughty and got yourself in trouble, that might be a reason. But it could be that you haven't registered yet. When you join our Discord, you have to register. Has X tried Impulse's new game? I have, and I got a whooping high score of 128. That's a good reason to watch my next video. It may be slightly cheating, but that's my high score. Cheb Mam123 has subscribed to the channel. Thank you ever so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the stream. I love this song, by the way. This is my jam right here. Viper Sniper says, I boosted your server, how do I get my role? I don't know, well, we haven't planned on adding anything for nitro boosting on the server. So, there is no like return thing for that, unfortunately. Okay, anyway, I'm going to now log in from a different location. I've logged in from a different location. Where is it? Somewhere else. On the other side of the planet. Do you know what else I need when I'm doing this? I need to sleep in a bed. Okay, right, adjusting the screen, doing all that, this and that. Some of them, some of these, some of those. Let's go, Tesco, sleep in a bed. We got noises in the ear from Double Metaphor. The metaphors have been doubled. Thank you so much for subscribing. Lilireth Metric 21 has subscribed with Amazon Prime. And Beer Boz has resubscribed 3 months in a row saying, thanks, X, for always keeping up the great content. Thank you for your continued support. I do really appreciate it, peeps. It is wonderful to do this. I don't say it enough. I've had a very cheery day today. I've just felt really, really good. And looking forward to doing a stream. Looking forward to the videos, recording them. Recorded some cool stuff today. Got some more cool stuff in the pipeline, you know. Right, we're going to go chop down all of these mushroom trees. That's the plan. And got to kill... Now that I think about it, I literally do need to kill all of them, but they'll probably come back and haunt my dreams. So we've got to watch out for the haunting. The haunting! Thanks. I don't have sound on this client, do I? Nope. Good thing I remembered to turn it up. Can I get... Oh, pro parkour skills! Amazing! Did you see that jump? It was beautiful. One of these is the middle. Found it. Right, I'm not going to focus on picking up the blocks because I basically don't build with these ones. And, you know, one of these things in Minecraft is like being too fussy about, oh, I don't want to waste the blocks and all that. It's like, no. Get things done. Be productive. That's what I'm about. I like being productive. And I've almost had a lip smack. I've almost had a productive day today, but I think there's just a little bit too much distraction in my day. I just sort of noticed that like 15 minutes went by at one point, and I was like, yeah, I need to get off the computer and do these things. Cows got to get killed. So we got a noise in the ear. Oh my goodness me, it's a sub bomb from Average Martin. You're definitely not average. Thank you so much, Martin, for the sub bomb, supporting the community. I see a couple of names here. I see quite a few names here. In fact, all of the names here I recognise from recent streams, so the gifted sub will be appreciated. Cosmo Guy 2000 for 6 months with the gifted sub. That's why I recognise that name. You've been subscribing. Thank you so much, again, Average, for the sub bomb. We have Al Puccino. Love that name. We got James Bay, Sisuma Void, and Shaunsy427. It's really nice when you see the gifted subs go to people you know are like regulars. That's cool. I've definitely seen all of those names here before. I'm sure of it. So yeah, thank you for doing that, Average Martin. If you heard your name being read out loud, you're now a subscriber. Feel free to throw a love heart down in the chats to Average Martin for supporting the community there, gifting some subs. Great thing to do. That's a real like Twitch listened kind of feature. That, you know. Oh, grass. Oh, piece of candy. And we got another noise in here. Goodness me, the noises are rolling in today, aren't they? Huh. Okay, there we go. I didn't tell y'all about my buffering story. Goodness me, y'all are sitting there shivering in suspense, I imagine. When is he going to tell us about the buffering? We got a noise in the ear from Red X Haunter, doing cheers throwing bits, saying, you need a haunting? I'm your haunter. It's 35 bits a minute, 100 maximum 120 minutes. I feel like there's some math that I'm supposed to do there, but I just can't figure it out. Red X Haunter, thank you so much for the cheers and the bits. I appreciate it. Feel free to haunt the stream with your presence. I don't think it'll feel like haunting though. You know, just saying. Not mocking your profession. Oh, it's all fun here. It's all goofs and gaffs. I like that term. Cracks me up. Right. So my amazing buffering story. You're not going to believe this. You know, stay fastened in your seat, peeps. It's a thrilling ride. So I brought myself an iPad because the one that I had, which was a hand-me-down one, I really like the iPad, actually. I've sort of, since having it and learning more about Apple, grown a little bit fonder of them, especially learning about their privacy policies. They actually dismantle a lot of the data that could be accumulated through things I'm concerned about when I use Google, like the whole Maps system. I've heard that Apple Maps is pretty rubbish, but that's why. Because they're not keeping your data. But anyway, in terms of data security, there's some reasons that make me think, you know, this Apple stuff's got something to it. But that's not really what I'm here to talk about. here to talk about that crazy buffering screen. So I brought myself a new iPad so I could play Minecraft Earth, because my other one was too old to play it, and I couldn't borrow one that was good enough to play it. And since I got an iPad and I like it, I figured I would, really want to play Earth, I will just get myself one that runs it. And it came in the post the other day, and when I was setting it up, I just kept running into problems. And I had like this option to, I think it's called True Tone. True Tone is like automatic adjusting of the colours on the screen, I believe. And whenever I would get to the part of the setup where I would confirm that, it would just buffer for ages. I left it for an hour at one point and it wouldn't. It was ridiculous. Now, that ain't the end of my amazing buffering story, peeps. You gotta stick around for less, you see. I know how to tell a good story. I gotta break it up a little bit. I gotta keep you salivating for more. You're wondering what's the next chapter in this epic saga. I know. It's infuriating when I don't tell you all in one go. Anyway, we've got a noise in the ear from Arony Stad. With cheers and bits, Arony Stad. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate your generosity, and thank you for supporting this channel, helping me do what I do. Appreciate you, and thank you so much again for the bits. No message with that one though. Mr. Pewy in chat, probably butchered your name, says, "Greetings, Mr. Asuma. Greetings to the folks in chat. Even greeting the chat as well. What a pleasant chap." We got Shizuku3158 resubscribed for 40 months saying, "Can't catch streams as often, but still enjoying every video and caught streams." Thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying them, dude. That's awesome to hear. That really is. I want to make sure I pick up lots of leather when I do this, so making sure we got the room. Thinking ahead, strategizing, And now, take apart the rest of this. So, the Apple saga continues, right? You're wondering, what was the next part of this story? What on earth did good old X do next to get his iPad to work? Well, I just had to set it up a bit of a different way, so it actually eventually got past this screen that it was hanging on. But then when I got inside of it, I couldn't back up my old iPad to my new one, right? You can back it up using the iCloud, and then when you load up the new one, you're supposed to be able to restore it, but you have to do it when you first set it up. So I didn't want to do it all manually. I wanted to figure out how I could get everything across. And I learned about this thing where you do a hard reset, and all you have to do it is hold down 2 buttons for 10 seconds and you will hard reset the iPad, which I thought was a bit crazy, except it didn't actually do that. What it did is it appeared to hard reset, but then when it loaded back up, the iPad was all there. And the thing that had changed is it no longer asked me for my passcode to log in. And it made me wonder, if you can do that on any iPad, or like the same model that I have, does that mean I can pick up someone's model, hold down the buttons for 10 seconds, and then would I gain access to their iPad? Because it turned off the passcode, which I thought was really strange. Anyway, that did not do the hard reset that I was looking for. Eventually I found that it's an option in the menu. So I did that, and this time when I booted it back up, for whatever reason it didn't hang on that screen, and it restored my iPad. So now I've got all my old iPad apps, like I've got Roller Coaster Tycoon on there, which is amazing. And I've got Mini Metro, and on my old iPad it really struggled to run, and I can't wait to play that again, because they added a custom mode where you can basically remove the challenge and just sandbox it, which is actually not as fun. I poked around with it a little bit on a good old Mini Metro. If you don't know what that game is, well, I've played it on my channel in the past and people really liked it. It's not actually that fun. The challenge is really quite important to that game. As soon as I went into Sandbox and started putting things where I wanted, it felt fun at first, but then I realised it's only like aesthetically pleasing. There's no game really, unless you, I guess, maybe make up your own set of rules, but even then you can't fail. Everything just works in the Sandbox mode, so I goofed around with that for a moment, I guess. I like the daily challenges, says Tuxaban. I like those too, yeah. Once you've done all the other missions, it's good to have a daily challenge. Now, we got crazy noises coming in the ear here. We got Spirit Goblin 462. The spirit of the Goblin has arrived. That guy, Tobias, I like that name, Tobias, cool name, has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much for your subscription. It is appreciate. Oh, I failed miserably. Okay, let's try again. Let's try that again. Speaking of buffering my stream constantly, gosh darn it, Twitch! says Darth Annihilus. Yeah, if it's buffering, I apologise. I don't think I have much control over that. But yeah, that's the end of my buffering story saga. Now my iPad is ready for use, the universe has been saved, and all is good with the Force. Oh, there's this clip of Boris Johnson going around. I read it on a Reddit or something, and it was like, someone was saying like, he clearly has use of the Force, we're not sure if he's like dark or good yet. And he sort of points at someone as like he walks past them, and they uncannily seem to fall over with no sign of tripping on anything. They just sort of lose their footing and fall over, and it just looks like he's got the Force, you know. It was so funny. It's a meme. It's a clip. You did not forget to tell your buffering story. It was still just buffering, says Joel Kip. All right. Sorry, missed the buffering story. Stream was buffering. Got it. I think I understood. And we got noises in the ear. It's Spirit Goblin 462 gifting a sub to Zadus Halo. Thank you ever so much for gifting the sub. That was very kind of you to do so. Appreciate you supporting another member of the community. Zadus Halo, you are now a subscriber here on the channel. And we got a sub bomb from JFreeBus 210 gifting 5 subs. Very kind of you to do so. I always appreciate it when you peeps are supporting the community here. I'll be reading out those names. If you hear your name read out loud, you are now a subscriber, and you can thank JFreeBus with a love heart in chat. We got Sammy J. Will, Mercer, Eckholds, Oversound, Matrix Gamer 57. Appreciate it, peeps. Appreciate it ever so much. I thank you, and hope you're enjoying the stream. Oh man, the ominous sound of this right now is gorgeous. I love ambient drones like this. Love these kind of tone sounds. They're great. Deep and ethereal this one is. Right, let's go over here. We got Rank Lord 123 doing cheers and throwing bits, saying extra inventory is full. Also, are there admin rules on the server? Who set everything up and keep it running? Are there admin / rules on the server? You know, Hermitcraft has pretty much no written rules. It's all about the fact that we're all friends, we're all adult and mature, we can communicate over things. There is obviously a certain like etiquette that I think we discuss from time to time. Just every now and then maybe someone behaves about something in a way that someone else might not agree with. It's just, all it has to be is a discussion, and occasionally we do sort of talk about etiquette, I guess. But otherwise, there isn't really any rules, and as far as administration goes, I pretty much do all the admin stuff of like setting up worlds, data packs, backups, maintaining things. I have helping hands from people in my community as well who help with things from time to time, and that's pretty much it. Like, it's as simple as that. Now, how did we miss this block over here? It is a mystery. It's the great mystery. The great mystery. Ranklord, thank you ever so much for the question. I'm sure many people probably have wondered that as well. Thank you for the cheers and the bits, supporting the channel there. Stow Hella in chat says, oh, so you love ambient. I thought you said ambient. Ambient music. Yeah, not ambient. Isn't that like a pain relief drug or something? Dude, did my ender pearls just... like, it... I saw it out of the corner of my eye kind of thing, but it looked like they were decaying at different speeds. Decaying, poor use of words. You know, the little cooldown thing. They were moving at different speeds, it looked like. So we've got noise in the ear from Case, Lie, subscribing with Amazon Prime, and Super Thick, subscribing with Amazon Prime as well. Thank you ever so much for the Prime subscriptions. Truly appreciated. Hoping y'all enjoying, hoping y'all entertained. You know, hanging out, relaxing, chillaxing, maxing, ain't too taxing over here. Jeez, it's the corniest thing I've ever said. But that's what you get. You get corn and you get cheese over here, you know. Where else can you get such high quality cheese? We also got Jake Nuke 2 doing a donation, saying, what is mycelium used for? Great question. Jake Nuke, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that support to the channel, of course. Hope you're enjoying the stream. To answer your question, mycelium can be used to grow mushroom blocks in any light levels. So if you're outside and you don't have access to a cave or somewhere dark to plop down a mushroom even, to grow one, then you can use mycelium. I believe you might be able to use podzol as well, and I believe the reason I say go into a cave, I think if it's nighttime, you can't actually grow the mushroom because it depends on the skylight level or something. But I could be mistaken. I seem to remember that being a thing. So yeah, if ever you want like a mushroom tree growing area for farming the blocks, you should get yourself a little bit of mycelium, you know. What's going on with these cows? How do they keep getting past me is what I'm wondering. I'm trying to take them all out. I'm trying to reduce the population here. Apparently we're approaching 1,000 viewers. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in today. Be sure to hit the follow button if you're hanging out here and enjoying the stream. I do stream on a regular basis, mostly from Hermitcraft. It also prevents hostile mob spawning, says Dialog Box. That's not true. Mycelium doesn't prevent hostile mobs from spawning. The biome that we're in is the... what's the name of it? Mushroom Fields. It's the biome that stops mob spawning, not the block. So you could make a mob spawning bunch of platforms and use mycelium and mobs will spawn on it. Alright, let's go through that just up there. They did. I've watched it that time. They move at different speeds after you throw it. Or maybe not different speeds, sorry, they start at different times is probably what's accurate. We'll throw one again and next time I'll try and remember to check. So we can pay attention to that tiny little difference that isn't really that interesting if you think about it. It's not the most interesting thing we've found in this game, that's for sure, and we found some interesting things. Speaking of which, the next episode of Myth Busting, once again, bringing you some info. You're going to love it, it's a great episode. Scouter101 says, don't kill the mushrooms, they don't respawn. That is not true, they do respawn. The whole reason that I'm here is to build a farm out of the fact that they will respawn. I've done it in Season 5 of Hermitcraft. I'm going to do it again in Season 6. Trying to do it a little bit of a different way this time. And I've had some ideas. So yeah, this is what we're going to do next, peeps. Maybe we can brainstorm together. I got to flood this island or do something to get rid of the mycelium. Now, I could play a game of TNT, blowing stuff up, but I know that's just going to involve chasing stuff around as the mycelium that doesn't get blown up starts to spread back. So I don't think that's an option. Digging it all out by hand is useful in certain areas, but in other areas, water is good. So a combination of those two are probably the way to go. I was thinking about building a giant box in the sky and then covering that with water and letting it all drop down. But I think the box in the sky would actually take a really long time to make and probably wouldn't make much of a big difference over just putting down the water on the ground like you would normally do. So I've kind of ruled that one out as well. Peeps are asking why do we want mushrooms for the leather, basically. I'm going to funnel them into me with a sword and try and make it so that I can just basically, you know, looting on them, get more through the looting effect. I think. I can't remember. Can you give a Vindicator like an enchanted tool? Like if I can give the Vindicator a better weapon, maybe through a dispenser, maybe through a it picking it up, which I don't think it does. If I can do that, then yeah, I think might be able to put looting on it and have it done by a Vindicator automatically. Well, I don't know. I'm speculating now. Got to figure this stuff out. We've got a noise in here from Jadwanik79. Jadwanik, thank you ever so much for your subscription. I appreciate the support. Hope you are enjoying the stream. Peeps, there is something I did not consider, and that was that my axe might get worn out. I mean, this is a very big island. Very big island. Skeet says scaffolding box in the sky. I thought about that. Too much scaffolding, and you'd constantly need supports. So, I mean, you don't have to build it that high up. And then when you break the supports, it makes it easier to get rid of the water. The other question is, how do you then get rid of the water? I was thinking, if you use sponge blocks, because there's no blocks under the water, they don't regenerate. So, using sponge blocks in that instance is actually kind of alright. I really do think you just got to do it the hard way and run around with ice, and it's not actually that bad doing it that way, you know, as well. It's not the worst thing ever. Feels like this side of the island has no mushrooms on it. I feel like I haven't seen one in a while. It's like, where are they hiding at, you know? Where are they hiding at? Are they down here? Did they go into a hole? Where are they at? Are they on holiday? Taking a vacation? I don't see them. Ugh. Gotta get every block. No, my luck, because ghost blocks are now back in the game. I'm gonna like find out there's loads of them left after. That could quite easily happen because I've been jumping up and down a lot. That's the main way you get ghost blocks, really. And I ain't gonna relog because we're doing a replay right now. Prank the next person you see AFK, says Skippy. I'm not gonna do that. It's Iskau right now. But that was like a bit of a one-off for me. I haven't really done those sort of pranks like we did on Impulse, but it was a lot of fun. Ah, Mr. Pigman, you must have come from that portal. There we go, all done. Nightbutt, says I Love Cats. Cats, welcome to the stream. No one likes Nightbutt, do they? Not even the mods. CMR boy, thank you for the nice message. Appreciate that. Glad you enjoy the videos. How do you get onto the LPMT server, says Cyber Skelly. If you're a patron or a tier 3 Twitch subscriber, that gives you access to Let's Play Minecraft together. We've also got a noise in the ear here. It's a donation from Mad Meeper. Mad Meeper, I appreciate your donation ever so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let's have a little read right here. Mad Meeper says the 1.14.x update snapshot videos have been super helpful and informative. Thanks so much for doing them, and as always, your streams are great to have on while at work. Cool. Glad you enjoy the streams, dude, and no problem with the old update videos. I really enjoy making them. It's glad to know people find them of use. Oh, what's this? It looks like it's night time. It is night time, I knew it. When is the next LPMT video, says Rainbow Charlotte? There are no more. That was the last one was it. That was the last one that I'm doing. Do you have any tips for streaming, says Brock Survives. If you have more specific of a question, then I will have an answer, I guess, for you. Always happy to answer that stuff. Mad Meeper, thank you ever so much for the donation again, dude. Appreciate it. And the message, of course. Punch those mushrooms so they don't grow back. Oh yeah, got to keep an eye on where they're at. Man, this takes so long to do a whole island like this. I keep forgetting. I keep signing myself up for stupid grinds over and over again, right? I don't know what's wrong with me. Hey, this mushroom didn't generate properly. Did you see the shape of it? Unless someone came over here and punched out the side of it, it didn't look right to me. It looked like an odd one. We got a noise in the ear. It's A-Train9119. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. A-Train, thank you ever so much for the Prime subscription, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Why sleeping no mobs can spawn here, says Red Skimmer. Mainly for the time-lapse, actually, was what I was considering. Just to keep it bright, mostly. And False is online, so she'll probably sleep at some point. So if I do it straight away, then the time-lapse is, you know, generally better. I think I'm going to leave that stuff over there for now. That is what I'm going to do. Oh, this is a huge island. I really underestimated the size of this. I'm going to look at a mist later and then be like, oh look, a small one. Oh geez, I should have looked at a mist a little bit longer. Hey, it might not be the worst thing ever, you know, if I find one that's tiny and not too far away, which I didn't last time I looked, then I can be like, hey, you know, I might have spent an hour over here, but I'm going to save time in the long run if I switch. There's a term for that. Cutting your losses, something like that, isn't it? Realising that, you know, although you've invested a load of time into something, it's actually probably a good idea to stop. Not that I'm seriously, well, I will have a look at a mist, I think. Right, we got noises in the ear. We got Belt Fed Joe. Here for the nation. Beltfed says, X, I don't think the water method to kill mycelium works anymore because of how water transmits light level. You might have a point there. That's very interesting. tests will have to be conducted. They did change something with water, didn't they? We can easily go test that theory in another world. So once we're done here, we will do precisely that. Peeps, people of the chat, remind me to do that test after we're done with this time lapse. It needs to be done. Thank you so much, Beltfred. I appreciate your donation. Hope you are enjoying the stream. We've got Taste Belly subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much for subscribing with Prime. I appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We also got a gifted sub from I Love Cats to Nightbat for 19 months. 19 months of support from the Nightbat. The Nightbat? Jeez, can't even say but. Thank you ever so much, dude. Appreciate your support as always, cats. G-Mank says, Daniel, check out Sethbling's video on it. Daniel, check out Sethbling's video on it. Why, Daniel, why are you not checking out Sethbling's video? Goodness me. I don't know what Sethbling's video is about. He probably put out another one today. He's been putting out loads lately. They've been awesome. Alright. Let's keep at it, peeps. Let's keep at it. No, not the moo, says Remvicus. They've all got to go, though. They've literally all got to go. How long have we spent doing this, by the way? I'm going to look at the time in a second. The time is... oh, my goodness me. 40 minutes. That has flown by. I would have guessed probably 30, but 40. Oh, time. Where does it go? Where does it go? I've almost filled up. I'm glad I checked. Let's keep that rolling in. They'll come back, says Feed Me Fish. I know they will, but they all need to go anyway from the island. So while I roam around, I might as well kill them. Since I'm here trying to make a leather farm, I might as well kill them for leather, right? I know it's a little bit on the cruel side for all of you that love the... Alright, for all you mushroom-hugging hippies. All you hippies with your shrooms. Jeez. There's a joke there. I think it was terrible, though. It was probably terrible. What happened to this one? What happened here? Voodoo magic. That's what happened. I'm telling you, it was voodoo magic again. Come on now, there we go. Asuma, can you please do a tutorial on how you set up the random loot table UHC, says Daniel. Well, just watch... oh, Daniel. Now I know why Daniel's supposed to watch Sethbling. Just watch Sethbling's video. Goodness me. Someone already answered your question, Daniel. Yeah, just watch Sethbling's video. That's how you do it. That's what I did. I watched Sethbling's video and I was like, now I know how to do it. Terrific. Hey, wait a minute. Hang on a minute. Someone's been here before and zapped away all of the stems for whatever it... Oh my goodness me, that's so cheeky. That makes my life so much more difficult. What kind of hermit would do this for poor old X? You know, come here in the past before I claim this island and take resources from it. Oh, cheeky so-and-so. Cheeky so-and-so. I did notice there was some dirt and stuff going on down this end of the island. But I didn't realise it had gone down quite like that. But you live and you learn, peeps. You live and you learn. Don't know what I learned there. Don't know what the point of that was, but okay. We got a noise in the ear from... Oh, no, wait. I did read that one out. I just looked over. I thought I'd missed one. No, I'm all up to date. I'm all up to date on the noises in the ear. All is good in the hood, homie. Let's take it over to chat right there. What's with the single cobblestone in your inventory? Yeah, what is with that single cobblestone? You know? Oh, there isn't a single cobblestone. Well, I don't know what's with it because it doesn't exist. Keep the other pearls in your hotbar, says Petrio. Well, we got some pearls in here. Oh, yeah. When we next throw one, you want to see that. You've been anticipating that... Well, here we go. You've been anticipating the test. I see what's going on. So let's look at the hotbar now. That time they're the same. Of course they are. Of course they're the same when we're looking. Oh, it's the worst ender throw ever. And now I'm going to get mauled to death by an endermite. No endermite. No! You're embarrassing me. Okay. Oh, stop embarrassing me. Goodness me. Oh, jeez. Come on, that's landing on top right there. That's a professional throw. Did you see that professional throw? Oh, I hear an endermite. I thought it was on the mushroom with me for a second. Whoa! All the way down we go. All the way down we go. Any tips for growth on Twitch as I'm a new streamer, says Cyberskelly. Not really, because I'm a YouTuber, so when I come on Twitch, I'm just bringing my YouTube people over for a couple of hours. I know that Twitch is supposed to be a real grind, but the advice I would always give is to don't put all your eggs in one basket. Use other platforms to help you grow in this spot, you know, like I said, I've got YouTube. Maybe if you make something related to what you do on Twitch on YouTube, you get a little bit of growth over there. Maybe you target some keywords and find some people that are interested in what you're doing, and then you bring them over, and you know, you can try and use multiple platforms, multiple places where there's different communities related to what you're doing. That's how it worked for me, I guess. I mean, really my success on Twitch is just people coming over from YouTube, and then once you've got enough to be like higher up on the list, then you'll probably start bringing some people from Twitch to YouTube, you know. I'm sure there's some people here that have made the transition that way as opposed to the other way. Just keep chopping them down. Keep the other pearls in your hotbar. Petra, did my chat freeze? Oh, I think my chat might have frozen. Twitch be twitchy. We might be in frozen chat mode, peeps. Or the world might have ended and I haven't realised yet. Well, let's see if there's any other messages in chat I can read while it's frozen. Last time it did this, it froze for everyone. It might have frozen on my end, so if you're seeing chat move, then it's frozen on my end. And if it's not moving, then, I mean, it froze for a few minutes and it came back. Let's hope that's the case. Otherwise, I've got to carry this one alone and it turns into a podcast, which will obviously descend into madness. Speaking of madness, let's keep killing. Oh, Oppo says it froze, but that's just one message coming through now. So I don't know if it's unfrozen. But I've got on one more message in my chat, I guess. Good looking, or good look king says what? Yes, it unfroze, says Jolkit. Peeps, we're back in business. Put your messages in chat again so I can read them. I love the verbal mess up in your YouTube video. That was funny, says the Brother Holmes. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Usually those videos have some weird quirkiness of me being weird in it. It's a common thing. But yeah, I was just like, oh, whatever. I can't be bothered to re-record. Just let's roll with it. Let's roll with it, homie. Let's go with that flow that I've heard about. I've heard all about that flow. Come on now, it must be night time. We got Gmank2 subscribing with Amazon Prime. Appreciate it, Gmank2. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Also, peeps, if you haven't hit the follow button here on Twitch, be sure to do so. Rainbow Charlotte says, I sat on my iPad once and broke it by accident. That is not good. That is not a good strategy for owning an iPad. Do not sit on it. It's not a seat. It is many other things, but a seat it is not. Yeah, Apple should make the iSeat for that, shouldn't they? iSeat almost sounds like you're eating ice. Oh, ice cream. Let's not talk about food today. I ordered a curry. And the place I get curries from, I swear, like they have the best curry, hands down. But the service is constantly annoying. Like, delivering really late, messing up the order, issues with the price. I get a bit fed up because the one that I ordered yesterday weren't satisfactory. It was, I don't know, quality of it was less than usual. Not that any of you care. It's not that big of a deal. X and his curry problems. That's what you really want to know about. Fox Jackie says, let's not talk about food. Also, I ordered a curry. Yeah, I don't want to get into a food conversation. I don't feel particularly bothered by food at the moment. I don't know why. Probably because of that unsatisfactory meal that I've been looking forward to for a couple of weeks. Think about it too much. I think about it too much. Just need to crack on with stuff and eat when you need to eat. We got a noise in here. It's Wings 2304 doing cheers and throwing bits, saying someone mentioned one cobble. It's in the top left of your inventory. No, it's not. Oh, there it is. Oh, I was blind. I was blinded by all the other items. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've insulted someone dearly. You know, they asked a genuine question. And here I am being a goofball. Wings, thank you for pointing that out. And I'll throw it away then. Okay? You know, that might have been a lucky cobblestone. That might have brought us good fortune, but now it's gone forever. You know, it's gone forever. It's been thrown away. Thank you so much for the cheers and the bits. Joel Kip says, now some people are looking for Indian places with low ratings north of London estimated X lives. Oh, great. Here we go again. What TV shows do you watch, says Skeet? Not a lot. I tend to watch Netflix shows, YouTube stuff, but not really like terrestrial TV. However, I've been watching on Sky. I've been watching Chernobyl, which I didn't want to watch because I know the story of Chernobyl quite well. And then I guess I kind of forgot that even if you know a story well, like if it's well acted and dramatized, it could be really interesting. I'll tell you what, it's really, really good. The tone of it, the feel of it, it makes you feel like you're really seeing what it was like in that area. Sky is HBO there, says J-Bus. No, Sky isn't HBO, but I think they have a partnership. So if you want to watch HBO, you watch it on Sky. Right? Something along those lines. Okay, we're getting close. I think the axe might survive. It probably won't. The axe probably won't survive. Gonna end a pearl over there. Oh my god, look how many of them are up on that hill. They're all trying to get to the highest point to stay away from me. That's what they're doing. They're thinking. They shouldn't be thinking. I don't want none of this thinking business going on around here. No cow noggin should be used. Peeps are saying axe over and over again. What about it? Should I axe somebody? Dolphin Lover 85 is here. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Dolphin Lover, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We have Wings 11 saying, "Hey X, I just built a slime farm and dug all the layers and AFK'd over 24 blocks away, but no further than 128 and no slimes spawned." Wings, what you need to do is condition the world around where your AFK spot is. So you need to go and light up all the caves and remove all the potentials for hostile mobs to spawn. Also, you want to make sure you are actually in a slime chunk, of course. It would be a bit disastrous if you weren't. I don't think this axe is going to survive. This is where having a load of XP in a shulker box would be really great right about now. And I can't remember if I have a backup axe. In fact, I think I left my backup axe at my base. I remember looking at it in a chest and thinking I won't need that. You know, that was me thinking things through. Apparently I'm good at that. Who came over here? I want to know who came over here and like pinched all this mushroom. That's what I really want to know. I have lit up most of the caves around before I AFK'd, says Wings. Light up all of them. Not just most. Light up as many as you can. You'd be surprised it takes a very long time to hit everything. So you might think you got it all, but there's a chance maybe not. $50 said it was me. It was definitely not me. I think I remember if I did that. Although then again, I was messing around with these blocks earlier in the season. That'd be really weird if it was. I'm pretty sure I got them from mushrooms and bone meal. If that was actually me, I'd be pretty miffed. I'd be like, whoa, really? I could put some stuff in the shulker box here. I'm pretty sure I don't have another axe with me. Nope. So the time lapse, I guess, will have to end there for now. What we could do is just kill off some more. Yeah, I'm going to go... let's disconnect. That'll be the end of that for now. It's saving the replay file. Cool. Let's actually get a normal client back up. We're playing on... Yes, start anyway. Cool. We got a noise in the ear from Target Zero. Resubscribed for 26 months. Target, Sherpa should be chatting with you today. Sorry for the confusion and the delay. I appreciate your offer of help. And yeah, they should be in touch. Thank you again for 26 months as well. Misericordia 2303 has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Probably butchered that name. And Tall Pine has subscribed with Prime as well. Thank you ever so much, peeps. Appreciate it. Let's log on to Hermitcraft. Can you even see what I'm seeing on my screen right now? Probably not. I think I need to press a button. That button being this one. Did it work? We'll soon find out. Yes, it did. It worked. Good. Oh, apparently it was Grian that did it. Okay. Ah, Daniel. The question you're now asking in chat. There is a UHC book data pack that we used. Can't tell you the name of it other than it had UHC in the title. It's for 1.13. It's got a repository on GitHub. That's about the most I know about that. It's based on UHC blocks as well, which is now defunct. Oh yeah, am I doing this right? No, I'm doing it completely wrong. I'm being an absolute wally. This could be the death of me, I know it. I'm going to jump off a cliff and do something silly. See, here's me talking about having some XP. It's all around me. I just got to pick it up, you know. See, the items seem to drop where the mob was killed, but then where its corpse goes is where the XP drops. Inconsistent, if you ask me. Fix your game, Mojang. Fix your game. Let's try and get more of this XP onto this axe. Kind of working, kind of repairing it a little bit, I guess. Very slow. Not the fastest method, but I don't think it's going to be enough to help us do the rest. We could go into the caves and mine some XP. See, now I'm thinking with my head. That's some real thinking right there. Have I played this game before? I believe I have. We got noises in the ear from Bleed Green. Resubscribing for 26 months. Ugh. Saying, hey X, as always, thank you for the great content. Having just tuned in, what's with the in-game menu? Recording options. What's with the record server option? That's if you want to stop or start recording the replay. We were using the replay mod. That's what I was using. Yeah, that's not vanilla. That's the replay mod. Thank you so much for your support, dude. I appreciate it. We've got Father of Apocalypse here. Fathering the apocalypse as usual. Doing cheers and throwing bits on the side. Many responsibilities there. Goodness me. I was going to... No, that's why they're there. I was literally just thinking, why are they there? Such a dummy, aren't I? I guess we need to find a cave to go into. There was one around the other corner, wasn't there? Anyway, while we're down here, let's do this. Right, remember, after I've done this, I was going to go check a mist. But here's the thing. If I'm not recording the time-lapse, then I don't care. I could walk away from this right now and be like, hey, I might save myself time in the wrong run. In the wrong run, blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, I can't talk. I'm going to leave you here for a second, peeps. I'm going to leave you here while I look up the Hermitcraft seed. Actually, no, the seed is on my... is on this document. Brilliant. There's the seed. Copy that. Minimize. Let's go get a mist running, and I'm going to have a little look again. Because this has taken a crazy amount of time. Oh, there you go. Father of Apocalypse's cheers and bits message is literally telling me where to go. What on earth is going wrong with this computer? I've just started a mist and for some reason it's in a lower version. And then I start it again and it's in the normal version. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. So Father of Apocalypse has apparently found a smaller island for us. So when I go and look here... X, there's a much smaller island at 35,360... Oh, 35,000! 15,000, 12,000. Interesting, Father. That's very far away. So let's think about where I currently am. I am currently at minus 3,000, positive 3,000. So to travel 35,000 blocks away, I mean that's an incredibly long nether tunnel to dig. A lot of time to travel from one project to the next as well. And right, so I'm looking. I'm just going to keep looking in the sort of direction we're already in, and see if there's anything tiny. Probably not. There are big land masses. Okay, I found a tiny one, and it's even closer than what you've said. Cool, a couple of tiny ones here. Although they've got other islands nearby that we probably need. Oh, oh, oh! From the ocean, from the depths, you did rise to attack a man who was unarmed, and you failed miserably. Because you're a derpy drowned, that's what you are. I'm going to stand back over here then. I'm going to stand back over here. Okay, so if I made my tunnel longer to -8,000 and 10,000, I mean that's going to be a 1,000 plus blocks in 2 directions. Oh, is it worth it? Is digging 2,000 blocks in extra directions worth less work? I can fly there as well as another option, although that's a pain in the bum. I think what we'll do is we'll dig there and then we'll get a feel for how far away it is then. So let's get these coordinates down. Okay, I'm going to calculate this quickly, peeps, and then we'll be back in the game. 8685 divided by 8 equals... What? Calculator just told me it equals 1,000,000? Why does this calculator mess up? It's on the computer. 8685 divided by 8 equals... Again! Oh no, I'm being a complete wally. There's a decimal place there. Well, I've made a buffoon out of myself. It gave me the right answer. Second coordinate. 100242 divided by 8 equals 1,280. Like a resolution number, isn't it? Let's... Oh. You know, I wanted to be productive in today's stream, and I feel like, how is it whenever I stream we manage to... It feels like every stream we at least waste 1 hour of time. At least 1 hour, every stream. Probably should have thought that... story of my life, should have thought that through a bit more. So, demolishing this island could have been a complete waste of time. Asuma, will you make a tutorial about the zero-tick cactus farm? Says Ron Antonio. Will I? Probably not. No, I won't, because someone else did. Okay, so I've got to go 1,000 blocks, 1,085 in this direction. Let's take this pickaxe, and I think, yeah, behind here, instant drop, so off to a terrific start with a lack of netherrack. Okay, I guess we'll have to track back on that one. My Y value is 98. Okay, and then we'll take these blocks and go backwards. Let's do something magical. Let's do something magical, peeps. Wait, which one is it? Toggle. Yeah, that's much more bearable, isn't it, than the old F3 screen? X, I'm serious about punching those planted mushrooms. You don't want them growing back. It's very true, we don't want them growing back, but now we might not even be hanging out over there, so, you know, it is what it is. So we got a noise in the ear from Flamsy. Flamsy, subscribe with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much, Flamsy, I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream, hope you're having a good time. No. I didn't panic, what are you on about? That was just me being funny. I wasn't panicking. I've done this plenty of times, peeps. Plenty of times in my day have I fought battles with the quartz and won them. With the quartz, with the lava. Jeez, get the right words in your brain space already. Already? Oh, here we go. Here we go again. Oh, yeah, lots of lava as well. My favourite. We've got a noise in the ear from Emotions Like Data. Is that a reference to Star Trek? Emotions Like Data, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Look at all that delicious quartz there. Oh, I want to eat the quartz. I want to eat the quartz. Right, I have to pay attention when I do this, peeps. Okay, this might not be the most exciting or thrilling entertainment you've ever seen, but if I don't pay attention, then I'm going to be on fire. Then I'm going to be falling down. That would probably be more entertaining, wouldn't it, now that I think about it? Maybe I shouldn't pay attention here. I find when I sprint, it's just a little too fast for my eyes to keep looking at the ground. Ooh, big open area. Not sure I really want that. What's the music, says Geeky Gek. It's C418. It's C418. Ooh, do I see a fortress down there? I believe I do. Tasty fortress. Oh, this is literally just like out into the open for ages here. Everybody turks to fly on the nether roof, says Huckle. I don't think about doing that very often, do I? Exploiting the nether roof. Oh, am I getting shot at? That's fun. That's pleasant. Who be shooting? Blaze, I knew y'all be peskying me. Jeez, what are these words? Magical words. I hope I don't activate that spawner. Okay, spawner ain't getting activated. That's good. Not even a little bit. You have to make a tunnel anyways, this talks about. Not on the roof of the nether, you don't. Not on the roof of the nether. It would have been so much easier to build the map nether hub on the roof. Ah, it would have, wouldn't it? But then none of the portals would have worked with it, so it would be kind of pointless. I think we even considered that and then realised that the portals wouldn't work. You know, I think I may not even bother to even properly build this tunnel, because when I get to a big open area like this, I could just fly to the next point. You know, there's this instinct in this game to always kind of do everything up, make it really nice, which I think there's a time and a place for that. But when you're trying to do a quick and dirty project and you're flying all the way across... Sorry, when you're travelling a stupid amount of blocks, it just doesn't make sense, really. Just move all the portals up there, says Widley RF. If you move the portals onto the roof of the nether, they won't work properly. You could have broken all the bedrock and not put a roof on the hub. Imagine trying to break all that bedrock though. It's like crazy. I don't see the point of quick and dirty in the end game, says Tuxaban. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to do like a big project here. I'm just trying to get my hands on some leather. Like, I've done the project before. I don't really have a reason to do it again. You know, in this case, it just feels like I'm trying to get these materials, right? And I want to find the simplest way to do it. That's kind of how I feel about it. We got a noise in the ear from Naomi for me, doing cheers for own bits, saying, can I suggest GG Golds for the raid when you are finished streaming? His response to being raided by Ren was hilarious. Naomi for me, I appreciate the cheers and the bits. I don't really take raid requests though. Twitch is a place where people hustle, right? People gotta hustle, and I appreciate that. I understand it. That you know, to grow on Twitch, sometimes you gotta be a little bit on the aggressive side or whatever. I don't think I want to take requests purely. I mean, I don't believe that you're like trying to hustle or anything like that. You know, it's probably just a completely genuine. Hey, you should raid this person, like. But what I'll expect is if I start doing that, then some people might, you know, throw bits, raid my friend kind of thing, and I don't really want to do it like that. What I like to do is just pick someone at random. So there's just more hope for those people that have got a few streamers watching, that, you know, on occasion you might get raided by someone with a bigger audience, and that can bring people to you. And it's not about who they are, it's just about throwing a little something out there, you know. Yeah, and there obviously are people that I like to pick to raid, hermits, and some channels that I've raided in the past that I like to raid again because I like their content. You know, even I might find someone I like by, you know, just going with a random channel. Naomi for me says humble suggestion. I'm sure it was. I'm not doubting it. It's just I don't want to take requests. I don't want it to be a thing where people throw bits and ask for them, you know. I mean, maybe I'll you know, there's probably no doubt. Maybe today we'll make an exception, but then not again in the future, right? YF3, YF3 is freeing down there. Instinct, man. Joel Kip, it's just instinct. It's like, oh, I need the coordinate F3. I'm not used to looking at it in this very convenient place. Now, I believe at this point here I turn. So what we'll do is put up a little bit of that and then go in that direction. Now we've got to go another 900 blocks this way. Chimpo says, no, X, you've got to stop the entire stream to rate that one person. Oh, I'm sure they meant at the end of the stream. And I'm not saying that, I don't know, that thought just left my head very quickly. Bob Mick Poopy Pants is here, resubscribing for 7 months. Bob, thank you ever so much for the 7 months of support, dude, appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Let me, I've got to do 2 things now that we're in a safe spot. Let's get this name then. Naomi, thank you for the cheers and the bits, by the way, I do appreciate that. We'll write down this name. Okay, I got it. Hopefully I'll remember. Disclaimer alert, I might not. You know what I'm like. I also got a text. I just want to quickly see if it's important. Oh, God, wait. Oh, I see. I've got a voicemail. Right. Let's continue on our merry way. X, what's your schedule for streaming, says Cool Raptor Gaming. I try and stream on the days that I don't upload to my main channel. That's pretty much it. So most of the time it's like every other day during the week, that kind of thing. Smaller crowd today, says 37NJ. It may be smaller, but I appreciate you all tuning in and turning up. And if you haven't hit the follow button here, be sure to do so. PTO says, also, X, you weren't supposed to take some sort of test. Weren't you supposed to take some sort of test? Oh dear, now you got me worried. Take a test? Oh dear. Can you plant wither roses on mycelium? I believe so. Actually, no, maybe you can't. Oh, I can't remember. Didn't I do that in a myth busting episode? Went over the list and it probably wasn't on it. Are you a dualist or a monist? Says SGT. I'm pretty sure I heard someone discussing what those things were just a few days ago. And I've already forgotten. Isn't a monist someone who believes in either like straight spirituality or straight science, and then a dualist is someone who believes in both? Am I getting that right? Only on dirt types is Tuxaban. Well, mycelium is kind of related to dirt in the way that grass is, so I don't know. I mean, I showed it, didn't I? I showed it in a myth busting episode. NTNQT. Cool. Nice to know you were watching back in 2013, 6 years ago. Incredible. Water test on mycelium, says Susuma Void. Well, we're going to a smaller place now, but yes, we'll absolutely need to conduct that test. How about once we get ourselves to a safe spot again, we'll do it. By the way, you might think it's a bit ridiculous to do what I'm doing, but I think having this just clear, flat level path is really helpful. Even if I'm just going to start flying, to me it makes a lot of sense. Because it shows where I need to go. But it does make these bits really slow, I'll give you that. Okay, it looks like we're going to run into some lava up there. Oh wait, didn't I say about being safe? Everyone moves to Mushroom Island. Season 5 strikes again. Brilliant. We can do this in the test world, I believe. Just need to place mycelium ourselves. What spoilers are in front of us? Or behind us? Oh, goodness me. Right. The old Mycelium. Who knows? Who knows what it is? I'll tell you what, I didn't even need to really get the block, because what I'm going to do is fill. And now we wait, peeps. And now we wait. What are we waiting for, hey? What are we waiting for? What are you doing today, says Bradders? I'm waiting. I'll do this test after the stream, I think, but I haven't seen a single thing change yet. Whew, which probably means it's a very good idea we're moving to a small island, doesn't it? Let me write it on my list. Continue mycelium test. Must remember to do that. Tricelium. Tricelium, eh? Okay, that didn't look promising. Usually you see it disappear pretty quick. Big Papa House says test the Wither Rose while you're there. I didn't read your message in time, did I? I didn't read it in time. Oh, we almost touched it. We almost touched it. The lava of misery, that's what I'm calling it. What are the coordinates on the screen? They're from the data pack. Available over at Vanilla Tweaks. Everyone is making Mycelium jokes, great. Asuma, what is the T3 subscription, says Cyberskelly. On Twitch you can subscribe with 3 different tier levels. It's the 3rd one. Okay, there we go. Through another landmass we are. 1,280 is the number that we're going for. Beck Loves Panda says, hey X, hey chat, sorry I'm late, what did I miss? Well, you've probably missed us being incredibly unproductive again. I did a big job, and then when I got towards the end of it I was like, this is not the way to do it. But in a way that's part of the process, right? Sometimes you've got to fail to succeed, and that's the way I'd like to look at this. We failed a little bit, now we're succeeding. This is, you know, 2,000 odd blocks in the Nether, not so bad. It just depends on how often I'm going to go there. I think if I were to fly this route, it would be a bit of work to get here, but if I time it right, it'll be worth it. See? Didn't panic, did I? Didn't make silly noises, no. See, I know how to deal with this lava, okay? See, I can't look at chat now. If I take my eye off for a second, there'll be lava. Where are you heading to, says Beck. Mushroom Island, very small one. Very small one. Ooh, big open... Oh, jeez! Big open area. I think I hit it back at itself, I think is what happened there, maybe. Careful for that lava, says Jess. I will be very careful, don't you worry. Will you be the neighbour of Iskall, says Skillabren. No, I think I'm in a totally different direction from Iskall. Angry K9 says, Asuma, the expert archer. If you spent a lot of time shooting ghasts, there's kind of like a feel for it. You've got to remember as well that they're quite a big target to hit. So it takes a bit of practice, but eventually you get it. Obsidian and flint and steel, says Eric Astley. Hopefully I've got some with me. If I don't know what I'll do. I might scream. That might be an option. A valid option. But the fireball isn't a bigger target to hit, says Angry K9. Yeah, but the fireball's coming at you from where the ghast is. Grossler says, Asuma, do you use Twitter? You could go to my Twitter account and see. You're probably asking if I've got Twitter, is what you mean. Yeah, I use Twitter every day. I like it. It's a nice way to communicate with peeps and interact. It's fun. Right, back to real business. 180 blocks to go. The race is on. Do you know what I learned about yesterday? I learned that Formula E is the world's second biggest, in terms of viewership, watched motorsport. Like, I know what Formula 1 is, and I know that that's big and popular, but I had no idea there was a Formula E. It's all for electronic vehicles and whatnot. I mean, yeah, that was something that I learned about. Jeez, it's not the most exciting thing ever, I know, but it was something, okay? Whoa! Cool, that was a freaky one. I did not spot that, did I? We got a noise in the ear from Dead Dino 671 saying, did I miss the eye break? Oh, I forgot about the eye break today. Well, we'll get... The eye breaks are getting a little bit old. Like my eyes. My eyes are getting old. Jeez, they need a rest. Yeah, I just forgot today. Oh my goodness me! 2 in a row! Dead Dino, thank you so much for the cheers and the bits. I appreciate the support for the channel. Thank you. Oh, I can't. You're telling me I can't get back up in here? That is just rude. Let's keep this tunnel rolling. I'm expecting another hole now. Hopefully I'll notice it this time. Oh, we're almost there. 50 blocks. Woohoo. Be wary of your pickaxe durability, says the voodoo doll. I will indeed. I think we've got plenty. We only need to go 30 blocks. I don't think we need to worry about it. Okay, we're pretty much there, so let's start to open this up a little bit. Okay, it's going to be pretty much there. So, ooh, fancy. A big fancy opening. Right, now let's find out if we've even got enough obsidian on me. This is where the real derp happens, peeps. This is where the real derps are at, okay? Forget those other derps, this is what it's about. I need 12 for the type of portal that I like to make. There it is, just enough, just enough. No premature dirt faces in chat, that's good to see. Do you have fire resistance armor? Of course I got fire resistance armor. I mean, I might be a dirt, but I'm not a newbie. There we go. I should put some of this stuff in a shulker box already. Didn't I just I feel like I just threw something valuable and then didn't see it go anywhere. I don't think I've got anything missing there. All good. Let's go through and find out what's on the other side. Ender Warlock says a square portal. I see you're a man of culture as well. A man of culture. Hey! -o. Now that's better. Cool. I tell you what, it's still kind of big, but yeah, I think it makes sense to do this over here, doesn't it? Also, no other islands are actually loading nearby, so that's terrific. That is terrific, isn't it? That's not a big one, says Talbot. Exactly, it's a smaller, more manageable one. And I think what we'll do, unfortunately for all of you, is stay at this island, because I probably want to record here next, I'm guessing. We've got a cave if we need to get... Well, we do need to get some XP for repairs, alright? Yeah, we need to get some XP for repairs next. That's what we got to figure out. That's the one. Finally reached the Mood Broom Island. Mood Brood. Mood Broom? Mood Broom is what it said. Interesting. Sunny Spacecraft is here, resubscribing for 6 months, saying, as usual, I'm enjoying the stream in the background while doing my daily auditing. Or, sorry, adulting. Thanks for the entertainment. No problem, dude. Glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're enjoying it. I've been enjoying it too. Even though, once again, I've got this big list of things that I need to get done. I'll tell you what, the weekend stream's going to be so much more entertaining than this, because I need to get about the server and do lots of little jobs. I decided to focus on this today, and I thought it would just be a small thing, but now we're coming to this other island, and it's a big thing. 4Nubis101 has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much, 4Nubis. We've also got a sub bomb coming up here. Before I get into the sub bomb, you may notice the title of the stream has promises of chopping trees and other things, and yeah, there was none of that, was there? But I will do a little bit of that. I will do just a little bit of that, I think. Yeah, so Polyhunter11876, thank you ever so much for gifting the subs. I appreciate it. We've had loads of gifted subs today. It's wonderful to see. Appreciate you supporting the community here. So if you hear your name being read out loud, you've been gifting the sub, feel free to throw a love heart to Polyhunter. We got MIE_UL, Livy Bell, Black Oreo 007, Pontanu 0, and Lou Kulu. Lou Kulu. You're all now subscribers. Thank you again, Polly Hunter. Appreciate it. Oh, wait a minute. Pony Hunter in chat says Polly Hunter ... What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I swear I was reading that and I thought I was right on top of it. You know, I didn't even suspect that I was getting that one wrong. I was like, Polly Hunter, that's easy. Jeez, the level of derp is real today. Where's that button? Please don't tell me I can't find it. Jeez. Asuma, what is your Patreon server like, says NTNQ. If you go to my YouTube channel and search for Let's Play Minecraft Together, you can see the server that we have, our Let's Play Minecraft Together server, right? That is my Patreon server. You can see what it's all about. Let's put that in the offhands. Let's get ourselves some repairs going here, you know? That's what we need. Oh, the sun's still shining down here. I thought, like, have I got night vision? Have I got the vision of the night? Oh, it's moody in here, isn't it? It's moody and atmospheric. Repair your axe, says the casual. Repair it, please. It's getting repaired. Don't you worry about it. Don't you even worry about it. Okay, so that area is closer to the wrong... Oh, goodness me. I don't have any blocks, I just threw them all away. Bad start to cave in. Bad start to cave in. Let's look for another cave. We got a noise in the ear from I'm Just Benton, resubscribing for 9 months in a row, saying happy 9 months, head bang. Head bang indeed. Oh look, looks like we'll have a little bit of work to do over in that direction, possibly. Any other cave entrances? Look at where our portal was. Look at where it is, even. Was? Doesn't make any sense, it's still there. What other ways of getting XP are there readily available? I'm Just Benton, thank you so much for the support, dude, appreciate it. We also got Phi6JH. Probably butchered that one, but thank you ever so much, dude. I appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Let's throw away those ones and keep the others. I should, while I'm going to take on this creeper, I should probably get some armor on. I figured actually we're going to have to go back into that cave now. Repairing the nether. I like your strategy, actually. I like that strategy a lot. We have to be careful, but I know what you're getting at there. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Ah ha 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 ha. Right, let's get in here. Kabooey! Don't think I've ever said kabooey before. TechWest says smelting. Yeah, smelting doable, but kind of tedious and slow, right? Like, what have I got to smelt? Probably not a lot. Netherrack. I could smelt netherrack. Trippets, the creeper would have spawned outside the biome, right? Remember, we went into a cave, and the cave goes all over the place. Oh, it's so far away, look. And it's rubber banding me back. Just slash spawn and then TP back as Hermitcraft is all commands welcome, says Uri. Where have you got your information from? We don't have any commands like that on Hermitcraft. Let's have a look. Let's have a look over there. Here is where we'll have a look. Yes, this is always a great way in the Nether. Just got to remember to put your armor on if you get into trouble. Question is, how much of this stuff do we even want to collect? I guess enough to repair my axe to chop down all those trees. Hey look! Remember that ghast that we killed? Yeah. Yeah, we collecting that XP as well. As well. Isn't the whole goal of Minecraft picking up what you're putting down? Or isn't it putting down what you're picking up? Like it's building, right? Not the other way around. I mean, you got to pick something up before you can put something down in Minecraft. If we're going to get technical, if I'm going to be a pain in the butt. Here you were, just making a nice little joke, and oh, picking apart the logic of it. Jeez, what a goof. Enderman, in the nether, wrong dimension. Coastly Golden says, I hate kids. Jeez. Grumpy over here. Semantics with X, says Badger. Semantics with X, I like it. What's that thing, shallow and pedantic? That just popped into my head. I can't remember what that joke's from. Oh, it's Family Guy, isn't it? Where they all just start saying shallow and pedantic. Isn't it when he's like a food critic and he just says that everything is shallow and pedantic? Asuma, why you smart, says Braddersmush. Because I use my brain smarts. Jeez, I don't know. I wouldn't consider myself that smart, to be fair. Right, there's some quartz. There's some death. I've got to remember I'm not wearing armour, because that is absolute death down there. That's some serious dead. And in trouble. I think we're alright. I don't want to push my luck. Let's maybe hop around a little bit more. Whoa, we got another sub bum. How many sub... Did I say bum? We got a sub bum. I don't know how many sub bums we've had this stream, but I think it might be breaking some sort of record. It's Badger Spanner gifting subs. Badger, thank you so much for supporting our community here. Appreciate you. Very generous of you to do so. I'm going to read out these names. Y'all are going to send a love heart back to Badger, because you can do that. You can use the emotes, because you're now a subscriber if you hear your name being read out loud. XP01, Licky Sticky Icky, Northern Vectis, Fusion Nerd, and Microbiceptic. You are now subscribers thanks to Badger. Sub butt would be more appropriate. The old sub butt, eh? Appreciate it. Sub bums for all, says Badger. It's the new thing. It's the new thing. We don't want sub bombs anymore. We want sub butts. Right, this is the last little batch, I think, that I'm going to pick up. Very nice. Well, that'll do. Hey, I want more quartz, though. You know, I want me quartz. Let's put these on. Oh, goodness me. Oh, you scared me there. Hey, what happened to my bow? Gotcha. Why are you farming quartz, says DJ Domo. I was farming XP. I don't need the quartz. I need that XP, you know. Right, watch some pro ender pearl skills right here. Oh, amazing. Right into the tunnel. How did you do it? Do it again. Torch Now says, you know his 50 ways to mess with your friends? Do that to him. What, Grian? Use his own video against him. That's kind of hilarious. XP, Asuma points, says Surprise T. Asuma, do you watch other YouTubers other than the Hermits? Yes, I do, Red Russian. I like to watch a lot of... I like some stuff related to music. I like lots of sciencey stuff, like Smarter Every Day and Vsauce, Potassium. I like all those edutainment style stuff. I Am Predon is here, resubscribed for 2 months in a row. I Am Predon, thank you ever so much for your 2 months of support. Do appreciate it. Hope you are entertained. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Peeps, we can get back to it now. I know if you were here earlier in the stream, you were loving it. You know, there were hours of chopping down these mushroom blocks, and then you're like, oh no, he's not chopping mushroom blocks anymore. Well, we're back at it, peeps. We're back at it. The kettle is boiling, says Darth Annihilus. I want a cup of tea now. I want a cup of tea. I also got that song, I Want to Ride My Bicycle by Queen in my head now. Great. I'm going to ride my bike tomorrow morning. It's bike day. It's bike day tomorrow. And then again on Sunday. I'm doing like every 3rd day. The last time I cycled, I think it might have literally been the best I've ever done. In one big chunk, because actually the other day we did like 70 minutes twice. But anyway, like pretty much straight 90 minutes, and on my bike I've been 3 and 6 and 3 and 7 for quite a little bit of time, and then the last couple of cycles I've done I've been 3 and 7 and 3 and 8, and this one I was like doing 3 and 9 as well, so I was really up in the gears and like even sustaining it for quite a bit of time. So I'm definitely making gains, and I'm really enjoying it as well. I'm going to run out of routes soon. Like, I pretty much cycle the same way. Chimpo says, X, do you watch Adam Neely? He's such an interesting music channel. I do, and I think last time we talked about his channel, I sort of said that, like, he doesn't, like, I don't know, I find the way he presents his thumbnails or whatever, like, they're not the most incisive thing ever, and I think he does a pretty good job with the subject matter, but I find whenever I watch a video of his, it's always far more interesting than I thought it was going to be, and I should be used to that by now, right? When did TFC log on? There we go. Is there a video coming out today, says Fredinator? No, the next video will be tomorrow. It's an episode of Myth Busting. That reminds me, I need to check Discord. Someone's making a thumbnail for me, and I wanted to make sure it was possible to be on top of that. Oh, they haven't sent a message back. Fine. Are you consuming any other media? Podcasts, radio, comics, or printed word? Basically, I listen to podcasts, music, and watch YouTube videos. That would probably be it. Some TV shows. And now peeps are joking about kicking Iskall. Now we have a thing on the server. You know, if the server's struggling and people are AFK, you can get kicked. And generally the idea is, you know, when people AFK intentionally, they're probably trying to get something or do something. So Iskall had been AFK from way before I was streaming, so I think whatever he's doing, he's probably gotten some good hours from it. And yeah, the server's been a bit ropey when people have been on today. Just happens when you have like, an active day, I guess. Are you sure it's not the blocks, says Ninja Stars? All these blocks on the ground. There's not a crazy amount here, but having blocks on the ground can make it a little bit ropey. I don't think it makes it ropey for the server. I think it makes it ropey for the player, like who's in the area with those entities. It's a good question, though. It's probably something worth... Oh, there you go. I wanted to do... Oh, there you go. Brilliant. I will look into that, actually. I think that would be quite valuable to learn the how much blocks on the ground can impact the TPS of a server. And this would be a good demonstration, right? This is a way to rather quickly generate lots of blocks. And it's the kind of task that... Well, actually, I'll tell you what would be the best one, is just digging stone with instant mine pick, right? That's probably when people generate a lot of blocks that get left on the ground. We got a noise in the ear from I Am Predin, resubscribing for 2 months in a row, 4 in total. Thank you ever so much, dude. We also got Lord Squishers resubscribing for 5 months, saying, hey X, been watching for quite some time and always enjoy the streams. Helps me unwind and relax after a long day. Awesome, dude. I'm glad you get some relaxation and enjoyment. I appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm going to message Discord. Another little insight into how my brain works. Going to message Iskall on Discord. Right, he might see that and then log back in if he needs to. Huckle in chat says 0 tick bamboo farm gives lots of items fast and it will crash the server if it gives too much. Good point. Yeah, the farm itself doesn't actually have that much of an impact on the server. But yeah, if the items that come from it aren't handled properly, that could be it. Speaking of which, I've got that farm running in the shopping area, which is going to be loaded a lot. And I've set it up. I've set it up to work. No, actually, it's all turned off at the moment. Now that I think about it, I turned it off. So I set it up to work a particular way, and then I spotted a flaw with it, so I decided to turn it off. But yeah, like I've been trying to brainstorm a more efficient way to have less items going through those water streams at once, but I haven't quite figured it out yet. But maybe there's some sort of way, you know. Asuma, do you have Java to join your Discord server, says Red Rustlin. To join my Discord server and get registered, you can have Java Edition and go onto our plot world and register there, or you can just use your Twitch account, which you're messaging me from right now. So you could use your Twitch account and get access in our Discord. What we do have, peeps, is just you have to register as a way to, you know, prevent trolls who don't want to put any effort into their trolling. Basically, there's a little bit of a buffer there, right, to get in. Badger says, "Oh, my pizza is amazing." Oh, Badger, no! The food bug. The food bug pizza. Yeah, so I've had a few pizzas recently, and in terms of just counting calories, like compared to having something like a big old curry, I realised that the curries are expensive. Like I said earlier, the place that I get them from, they're gorgeous, but there's just some real like inconsistencies with delivering on time, and like you know, they'll tell you half hour to 40 minutes, and it will turn up an hour and 20 minutes later. Like I've had to ring in because they forget, and also like forgetting parts of the order is quite common, and I just think it's not really that worth it. And maybe I should just, because I know it's like so calorie dense, but maybe I should just, you know, give up on it. Basically, like I think it's better to get more stuff I like in the healthier range and have that as a treat than have this ridiculous foods. But anyway, y'all are probably sick of me talking about food by now. Right, the question is, what do I want to do next? I think it makes sense to go take care of the island over to the side. See, I don't really want to leave this place for now. Let's go over here and grab our shovel. Could probably even start getting rid of some of the mycelium, I guess. Let's gather some sand. Always good to do a little bit of a sand harvest, isn't it? In goes the quartz. In goes the leather, and the gas tier, and the gunpowder. Now, what could spawn on this sand? I think only turtles, right? Or does it work like that? I can't remember. I'm so bad at remembering stuff. I'm not sure, actually, this might have caused a problem, but either way, we'll get rid of it just in case I'm being a derp and forgetting something, because it's not too much work to do. Could you block the water streams for some time so the single items stack up to 64? Wouldn't that reduce the amount of entities interfering in the server, says Chess Monster? Maybe there's something to that idea, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm really not sure. I don't know. Yeah, I can think of a way to do that. That actually might be like a pretty clever idea. Now that I think about it, you just need some sort of like holding latch, and I've actually got the means. I like that idea. That's going on the list. Post-stream things to do. That might be helpful. That's really good. At first I'm like, no, and then I'm like, wait a minute, actually, yeah. Actually, pretty good, pretty good. Oh, another one. I'm big brain. I play Minecraft and watch Minecraft, says Joe Flies. You're the big brain that does both. Indeed. Orbiterfold says a trapdoor. I was thinking of a piston, you know. Yeah, something as simple as a trapdoor would do it, wouldn't it? Good stuff. I like it. We can implement that quite easily now that I think about it. That's going to be fun. I like doing little redstone things. I really want to get warmed up on the redstone and get more of it in my base for next season. I'm so inspired to do this sort of like all-in-one base. I've got a particular way of playing in mind. I'd love redstone to be a part of that again. I've really like fallen behind on the redstoning stuff over the years. I used to do a fair bit of it back in the day. Never been a mumbo or anywhere on that level, but I did do, you know, I had my little moment here and there. I'd find some cool stuff that you could do with redstone. Oh, look at this. We're gathering loads of this stuff. Don't care for the other stuff that much though. What are you working on, says Waxed? Working on a our big mob farm project over there. Mad Meefa says it would be fun to see you and Mumbo collab on a project. Yeah, there's an island between us that I mentioned to him we could do something together, but I just don't know what to do. There's like an opportunity there for something between our bases, I reckon. X, where is the best place to ask questions when you're not online? Discord, Twitter? Probably Twitter. You definitely do a lot of redstone, Asuma says, NTQT. That what I'm referring to is doing more of my own redstone, right? Like, when I do my own little bits of redstone project, I only get so far with it. Because I'm not the most capable of redstoners, right? So a lot of the time, a lot of the red stuff I do is kind of based on like core concepts, or just I'm just putting together something someone else did, right? Like Il Mango built this farm and now I'm building it, that kind of thing. What I'm talking about, I guess, is more being able to like go figure out the whole thing with it. Essentially, is what I'm saying. What I'm doing here might seem a little bit silly, but is this silly? I'm not sure. It's filling this in the right strategy. Because the water's all going to trickle over the mountain is the idea. And these bits here can kind of mess it up if you don't do it right, I think. Do you know what might... having Mycelium under a block. If I do that... Okay, so I can't actually see it at the moment because I filled it in. Yeah, that's a problem. Huh. Right, okay, I'm glad I sort of fought that one. Hey, but then that one there changed. I don't know if you saw that. See, what we don't want is them not dying and not spreading. If they're going to die, that's fine, and we just saw one die, so no, it isn't a problem. This will work. Also, we're being raided! False Symmetry's raiding us! Thank you, False, I appreciate the false raid. Hope you had a good stream. I apologise for streaming at the same time. That tends to happen quite a bit for us. Wait a minute. This, we just tested this, that the old water over the top trick don't work anymore. So I'm going to have to manually remove all this stuff. So what I'm doing right here is entirely pointless. Great, well done me. Well done me. Oh dear. And we got another sub bomb. It's Polyhunter. No, I'm messing with you. It's Pony Hunter 11876 gifting more subs to the community. Thank you ever so much, Pony Hunter. I appreciate you doing that. Razgriz 5000, Kiara Luna Faye, Sanchez 101, Zephormite, and Botched Kid 1 TV. You're all now subscribers. Feel free to throw a love heart to Pony. You can now do that because you're a subscriber, right? You got those X emotes in the chat. By the way, we don't need the coordinates on anymore, do we? It's not in my memory. Thank you so much again, Pony Hunter. I appreciate it. No butchering of the name this time, though. Not this time, my friend. In what episode did you claim your storage from Storage Wars, says K3K? I don't know. It was one of them. Can't remember. Comboy has resubscribed for 38 months. Comboy, Emerald Face in chat. Thank you ever so much for your long-time support. It is truly appreciated. X, just bomb it out with TNT, or like the dirt has low blast resistance. I don't think that'll work. You still need loads of maintenance if you're going to do something like that, is the problem. So it's just going to be me and my shovel over here doing a whole bunch of digging, I guess. And I got no sort of like portable XP farm. Maybe I do. Maybe there's something in these chests that could turn into an XP farm, right? That I could go, ah, yes, of course. Speaking of which, I've got that. I've got that at least. Let's go move this portal over here. I should... it's probably going to get moved around a lot, right? Like, it's just going to get moved to wherever the next convenient place is essentially what will happen with this portal. So, let's go up like that. What goes up must come down. That's how ender pearls work. Or so I've been told. Create a hostile mob farm in the ocean you can use for XP. Yeah, but could I do that, like, quickly? Like, cheap and dirty? That's what I'm thinking. Like, there might be a mob spawner somewhere under here that I could go find and quickly grind for XP. That would be cool. What does OG stand for? Original Gangster have to do with subscribing, says Huckle23. I don't know, but like, you know, an OG is someone who's original. So, Kralis is like an OG, an original hermit. You could smelt up all of the sand for XP. I'm an OG. What am I talking about here? Yes, I could chests, and I do actually need some glass for a project, so that's not a bad idea, is it? Yeah, I think I see a way forward here. This is good. This is good stuff, peeps. Or old gangster. Yeah, an old one. No, it's original. It's definitely original. I mean, it's an album by Ice-T, who's an original gangster. You know, I'm sure there were gangsters before him, but for some reason he's original. Sand isn't better for removing mycelium. I guess you could put blocks on top. Oh, this does make me wonder. Like imagine if scaffolding did the trick, right? I mean, it's probably worth. Low effort test. Where am I scaffolding at? Alright, you know. Like I said, low effort test. No! Wrong test. Hey! It's not going to do anything, peeps. It's not going to do anything. But, you know, if we notice there's dirt over here all of a sudden, then we'll be like, hey, there it is. Belt Fed Joe is here for the nation. Saying, hi X Joe again, since water no worky, I've covered my island in Netherrack because efficiency 5 pickers insta-mine a different tool to dirt underneath. It's kind of brilliant. Ooh, that's kind of good. And I've just thrown away stupid amounts of Netherrack. You have to go... do you know what? I like it, but I think I'd be more comfortable with a shovel. Because you got to place then remove, and the other one is straight remove. No, I'm going to go with the other way, but that's not a bad idea. That really isn't a bad idea. Plus, you now know that the mycelium under here is like going to die. Yeah. Peeps, I just had a little bit of an idea. Would you like to see me edit a replay mod on stream? Would that be interesting at all? Because that's the next thing I've got to do. Right, I'll leave that there. Oh yeah! Yes, I want to know what it's like, says Pastel. On your knees, screaming into the arms in the air, screaming. I want to know what it's like. Oh, well, a resounding yes for that one. Goodness me. Asuma, get kicked. See you later. You're fired. You're fired. So the first 40 minutes of the stream has been encapsulated inside of this magical wonderness. Now, we have to consider a couple of things. How long do I want this clip to be? I am probably not going to give this much more than 40 to a minute, maybe less. For us to edit, I think a minute is just a fair time to land on. One of the things I like to do as well is when I add a time point, I double click on it and I just go over here and round off the numbers. So we won't start immediately over here, by the way. Oh, did I do that totally? I sort of did that totally wrong. So if we go all the way to the end, we see 39. We'll just do this so we don't have to skip through the footage. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Now, at the beginning, what we want to do is say, let's wait 25 seconds so the chunks have loaded, or it's probably round it to a nice even 30, right? Okay, so now we set a time span, and if I click on play here, oh yeah, you need the positions first. So let's just add one for here and one for there as kind of like, you know, just an example. So now we start to see the world in action. Very cool, right? Now this allows me to think about the camera path a little bit. In the first 10 seconds, all of that over there is going to be done. So we remove this, and we find a better position. Now, one of the things you have to consider when you're doing this is that you can kind of look at the screen and think of it as just below here, right? You're actually going to see in the render all the stuff at the top. So you want a nice encompassing shot of this island, and we're going to go for something like that, right? So we start off with a really nice pan, and then by the time we're at 10 seconds, all of this over here is going to be done. I don't remember if I jumped to the island or not, but we don't need to capture every single little moment. So again, remembering that we'll see stuff behind the bar at the top, I think we probably want to be tucked in a little bit more. And then for the 20th second, we're going to be heading over into the bulk of that island there. So we shall move the camera up and start to look down like this. This is probably a nice way to go over the top. So let's see how that plays out. We've got a noise in the ear from Tough. KP Barra 43 saying, "Hey Asuma, love Hermitcraft. Keep up the pranks. You are awesome." Thank you for the nice message, dude. Glad you enjoyed the Hermitcraft. And I don't do many pranks. It was just the one here and there. I hope you liked the one we did recently. It would be cool if X or another Hermit was in MC Monday, says Exotic Mango. I've seen what MC Monday is. It's not really for me. I like doing my Hermitcraft thing, you know. Alright, so don't worry about the loading chunks, that gets taken care of when we render. You'll see that the camera kind of lingers not where the action is for a moment there. What you want to do when making good shots is keep the action in focus. So I think what we're probably looking at is bringing it up a little sooner and putting it around here at 10. We can already... actually, I think we need to just play it again because I've lost track of where things are. Okay, so we see my player go to the left and take care of that. It's still in shot, that's really good. And now we're just a little bit behind the action. The action's moving up to the middle of the screen, but that's also probably related to this. So if we play from here, we'll figure out where it is. Okay, so what we have to do, we're going to put a camera point every 10 seconds. Okay, so we are kind of like with... There we go, with it but behind it. So what I'm going to do for this camera one is bring it down and in close now. So we'll still be a little bit behind it. And then here we're going to try and roll all the way up. And probably aim for something like that. Right, now we go back to the beginning and watch it again. After we get the first couple of shots down, we won't keep going back to the beginning, but the camera points link to each other, so you need to consider that when you change one thing, you change it all. Again, the action is kind of further up the island, so I might move that point. But then when we come down here, we're getting a lot of it in this spot. So I think I'm going to pause it there, and I'm going to move this one further up to about here. Then we're going to go back to that one. We can right click on it to get to it. And we're going to move this one up as well, right? To about here. And then I guess it's time to play it all again. Now, because we changed the one in front, some of the action got missed there, but we're better hovering on my player, so I think this is what we're going to roll with. Now we're over to the left. Yeah, we've come forward just a little too much. I think what I'm going to do is this. Drag you back to 8, drag you to about 16, bring this one up to about 24. Let's see what that looks like. Oh wait, isn't that the wrong way? Yes, idiot. I need to go that way. Try again. Behind the scenes, says Miguel Brack. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is definitely behind the scenes. It's looking good though. It's looking really good. You see me slaughtering cows and chopping down the mushrooms. We kind of stay with the action here, which I like. See me sleep on the beds. This is great. Everything's kind of in shot, but now the camera's going to lunge upwards. And in doing so, we're keeping pretty much everything in shot, which is fantastic. So now, right, I think what we want to do is change this so we're roughly in the same spot, but just forward a bit more. Okay. Let's put our next one at, what are we at here? 32, 24, somewhere around. We're adding 8, sorry, 40, that's why I'm getting confused. So let's bring it, maybe just keep moving up and get more of the island in shot. Let's start to play from back here. Mad Meeper says, I do a lot of editing for my work, so I love seeing how other people edit their content. I think you'll find, like, apart from when I do special things, air quotes, with my videos, a lot of my editing style is really about how I recorded it. Like, the editing happens when I record, which might sound kind of strange. What's going on with the camera path here? We're getting, like, a strange sort of throwback at this point. I'm going to have to change this one big time. I think it might just be my own fault, actually. See, look where the action is. Let's get closer to the action. Put it all in frame. Let's put one at 48 and then at 56. I don't really know where this is going now, so we're kind of winging it a bit. We might not even use the whole thing. We might even just cut it short a little bit. Maybe cut a little bit off the beginning as well. You can see mobs spawning in the cave under the ground on the left there. So we're ahead, the action's too pushed up at that point. I think what might help is squashing this back a bit. Lou Kulu says, I probably waste too much time with this. One of the things you need to do is have a vision of how you want it to come out. Like, I knew that I was going to follow myself over the island, so I'm not wasting too much time. Yeah, these two are like, this one's like on top of the other one is the problem. I don't know how I ended up with it like that, but it sort of ended up on top of it. So now we're a little bit too far ahead of the action, so we're going to bring that back to about here. Going back to how, like, with the recording is the editing, it's like, I've got to make sure when I record a clip that I don't need to then mess about with it too much after, right? Like, get my words right, explain things articulately, and know how that clip flows into the next one, I guess. Right, and then we've got this crazy big, stupid stuff going on over there. Let's check that out. I keep thinking this is YouTube, says Cool Raptor Gaming. You're definitely on a different platform, I'll tell you that. So now the camera's, yeah, it slows down, but you don't really notice it. You get to see some action in the bottom left, but now I'm totally off camera. So we've really just lost the action there. Let's go ahead and remove that, and maybe we should get like a little bit away. Let's see what happens if we just bring the camera down like this all of a sudden. This is probably going to do something crazy with the camera angle, but let's say that's our next one that we're going for. Even might drag that back a teeny bit. Mad Meeper, yeah, Iskal records everything in bulk and then edits it all after. I most of the time I literally take the thing I just recorded it and edit it in straight away, just to make sure it's all good. That's just the way I do it there. Everyone's got a different style, haven't they? So we're totally missing it really at the moment. I feel like the problem is probably this one. Let's go back to here then. Oops. That's kind of a problem because I wanted to go to that one. So if I don't click the wrong button, so we were here. And I've got to pretty much do everything again now. We need to kind of come in more like this, I think is the idea. Let's add that in here, and let's go back to this spot and watch from there. No Control Z, says Jar the Player. I don't know. There might be. I didn't think there was. Okay, the camera pacing could be shifted a little bit there, I think. And again, we find ourselves way out in front of the action. Way out. I'm getting this all wrong at the moment. I think we've got to peel it back a lot. Okay, so when it comes up, this is when... Right, we're falling behind about now. So I think what we want to do is push that back, and that one as well. Anyway, we don't need to use this from start to end. Yeah, so you're saying like Iskal will edit out the boring bits. You see, I kind of like think about what I'm recording and doing in a way where, like, if I know it's going to be boring, it's not going. Hang on, what is going on here? I keep losing the action. It's really weird. So we're over here. I need to follow myself a little bit. Then I go there. So everything's on the screen. Then we're going up. Then I go over the right. And then I just kind of linger here for a bit. I'm over on the left. And then I'm back down here. And then I'm over somewhere on the right. So when we're doing that big up in the air shot, I think I need to be more like this. Let's give it another shot. Let's see what happens. We go left and right too much. Another thing I could do with this is I could have the camera be more dynamic and follow the player, but I find that a little bit too tedious. That's why I like this more zoomed out approach. This is only like a short time lapse and it's just a bit of a goofy one. I'll probably put some goofy music to it actually. It's just sort of fun to watch the avatar just whiz around the world. Right, we've got it. Just this bit here. That's not where it needs to go next. So I think I'm going to move that forward a couple more seconds. I'm going to get rid of that shot. Right, and I'm going to get rid of that one. And our last shot will probably be more over in this direction. So let's see what it does. By the way, another tip for doing a replay is you don't always have to do the entire thing in one timeline. Like what I could have done here is done the first 10 minutes is like this shot panning over in this direction. Then I could start somewhere entirely else for the next 10 and then go in this direction, then go in that direction. I think it'd be nicer to end with this thing further over there. Like more like that. So you could literally just do like a 2-point shot of camera goes from here to there, render it, then be like, right, next 10 minutes, here to there, and then you just edit them together with fades between. So how much does the camera pick up here? It does quite a bit, but then you get to see the action. I think that's it. I think that's going to be our shot. I'm probably going to cut off the first 5 and the last... Probably going to use about 45 seconds of that in total. So yeah, I can render. I render at 40 megabits per second if you're interested. If you've made like your timeline and you're thinking, oh, I wish I'd have made this longer, render at a higher frame rate and then stretch it out, because if you do 120 you can double it and still keep 60 FPS. Another tip for you there. If you're going the other way and you need to save space on your hard drive, make it 30, speed it up later on. Yeah, so those are some tips for replay mod. Maybe in the future we'll do the editing for the time lapse on it and I can teach you more as well. Pretty cool idea actually, I think. Definitely something to try. But anyway, this brings us to the end of the live stream. So I want to say a massive thank you to everyone. Oh, Lucas H73, thank you for subscribing with Amazon Prime, by the way. Sorry I missed that. This will be uploaded to the second channel. I want to thank all the peeps who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. In chat right now, there'll be a channel for you to go raid. Click on the raid button. This was a suggestion we had from chat, a one-off that I'm going to do. I want to say a massive thank you to all of my patrons, and thank you everyone for tuning in today. And be sure to hit the raid button in chat. You can do that right now. Let's go raid this channel and support someone in the Minecraft community. That's it from me. Thank you for watching, peeps. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.